Welcome to the lighter side of parenting. Our aim is to share the fun side of parenting with you.
Hi everyone, welcome to for Childcare's YouTube channel. My name is Caroline Pipula and I have got my wonderful Yvette. See how pretty she looks. Yvette, hello, say hello to the viewer.
Hello everyone, I feel like hello.
We're childcare providers and we run a chain of childcare settings in the UK, and we have decided we would like to have this YouTube channel, which we call Parenting with Ease. Yes, exactly what it sounds like.
The lighter side of parenting.
Oh, okay, and that.
Even that.
You can tell.
And we're going to talk about sleep deprivation, which you can tell this is what Caroline said. Look, come on, brain, click, click.
This is what I have to work with, right? So today we'll be talking about sleep deprivation. I don't even know the words. I mean, because I have like 4 hours of sleep max.
But that's a lot for you. So Caroline's one of these people that functions on like literally 3-4 hours of sleep a night, and that's your sleep pattern, isn't it? But for most of us normal people, like we need a good solid 8 hours. And I think this has come about from, we've got some new parents that have been coming in, and I shouldn't laugh, it's not funny, but
because they'll be watching.
Oh, bless.
We love you, really.
Bless,
we do.
Honestly. And you feel for them and you just want to give them a hug and go, it's going to be okay.
No, but that's the thing, we do that.
Oh, yeah.
We do
that.
that.
Well, we don't hug them because of COVID, but...
All right, then.
We mentally hug them.
No, all right, so what I do without Yvette looking, I would say, would you like a hug? I know there's COVID out, would you like a hug still? Because you feel for your parents. And I think over the period of COVID, parents were working from home, right?
Yes.
So they've been very
I think they were
busy.
doing more than working from home by the amount of babies that we've got coming in, honestly.
And we don't mind.
No, we're happy for that.
We're not complaining.
No.
But we want to talk about sleep deprivation today. And what do you want to say about it?
Honestly, I do feel for them because I have problems sleeping. So there's some days I come in here and I haven't slept at all. And you just can't function. Your mind goes, you're trying to do things, you're talking to me and it's just literally going straight past me. And it is a horrible thing, and I think we forget that a lot of our parents that come in here, they've just had newborn babies, so they're trying to juggle work, they're trying to juggle a family, they may have older children as well, and they've got sleep deprivation on top of that. So it's just a case of trying to give the parents some tips as to how to get more sleep.
I have got a statistics here that says on average each new parent loses a staggering 109 minutes of sleep every night for the first year of having a baby.
See, now I would say the opposite. I would say a parent only gets 109 hours sleep a night, because by the time you get up, you feed the baby, you change the baby, you get the baby back to sleep, it's time to start all over again. Maybe you get an hour.
It is really tough. It is really tough. And whilst we can sit here and say that, oh, you need to, because other things I have here in terms of obviously statistics and information we've got is obviously when the baby's sleeping, the advice you get from the hospital is when the baby's sleeping, you need to sleep too. But then you've got here, you've said that's when you see the housework needs to be done and things like that.
But I think it's sometimes you just got to cut that off and go, the housework can wait. If you're that tired, you know, you sleep with the baby, you have a little, you know, cuddle up. I mean, I remember once I was so tired and I was breastfeeding my first son. I'm used to the sleep deprivation now, but I was breastfeeding and I'm sitting there up in bed breastfeeding and I fell asleep while I was breastfeeding. Honestly, I woke up, I don't know how much later, but I woke up startled.
You're still here?
I've still got the baby, lucky enough, in my arms, and I was in bed on a mat. But you get so tired, your body gets so tired. And
I think what parents need to understand as well is, like, obviously giving birth, that's a big thing. That's a big thing that's really happened, and your body needs to get back to its old self, and it does take a while for it to get back. And whilst you're stressed, the baby is not getting the other things they need, the nutrients they need from the breast or from whichever way, because you're tired, they're tired, they can sense when you're tired and when you're angry, when you're is, what's the word, aggravated?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and you know, and they can sense that. And the frustration you're feeling, they can sense that, even just by you holding them, you know, and that's why it's so important that you need to sleep or find time to sleep. What I say to parents, and what I did was, it sounds really crazy now, but I was very selfish. I mean, I call myself such
No.
Ooh, is that a dig? Is that a dig? Yeah. Hands up. I am
Poor
selfish. No, but honestly, what I feel, is all about self. It's all about self. It's all about me, myself, and I. In the sense that when the baby is sleeping, I don't care if you come to visit or you come to whatever it is, I need to have time to relax as well, because I need to be good for the baby. Because if you haven't had time to relax yourself, you won't be good enough for the baby, and you won't get yourself back to what it used to be. And because with me, I started the business before the children came, and I was still running a new business when the children arrived. And all three, at one point I had 3 children on the 5, and starting a new business, and that's just ridiculous. That's
crazy. Did your husband help you though when they were babies? Because I know you breastfed, but did he? He
was working away, so he worked away. So I was literally almost like a single mum. I had my mum for 3 months. For each of the
one for about 3 hours
for 3 months. It's a cultural thing.
Wow.
But I had her for 3 months. But even then, there's only so much they can do when you're breastfeeding.
Yeah.
There's not a lot they can do.
Did you not express? Could you not?
No, I couldn't. Oh, I hated those pumps.
I used to like to lie in the bath.
No.
And it gets warm and you express really easy because of the warm water.
I literally, I felt like my head was
felt like a cow.
Yeah, milking a cow, yeah. No, I couldn't do it. But I think for us, it's that thing of where you need to take time out and look after yourself.
That's what I'm saying, if you can get a partner, so if you can get your partner to sort of take turns in feeding and take turns in sleeping. I know it's not the ideal relationship.
No, unfortunately,
you'll think we're going to have this lovely little bundle of joy, this little baby, not realising that, hold on a minute. And we do it again. Why do we do it again?
No, we forget. That's what it is. We forget.
That's the sleep deprivation. That's what it does to you. It makes you forget.
I mean, a few of our parents, like when they've done it again, they're like, oh yeah, now I remember when that child was what we went through. But I think if you can get help from friends and families, definitely you need to get help, and then they can come in and look after baby.
It's so difficult at the moment. I do feel for parents going through this COVID because it's not like before where you could say to your friend, come around, watch the baby for a couple of hours while I get a few hours sleep.
Yeah, because if they're not your bubble, is it?
No, that's it. What it is. You can't ever get that, can you? But
yeah. I mean, I have some things I go online that says if you can try and find 5-10 minutes of relaxation for yourself, where you just, like you said, soak yourself in a bath, do what you want to do for yourself. You don't even have to sleep, but don't be busy doing something else. Just relax and take time out for yourself. Ask for support. Understand your baby's sleep pattern. That's another one, isn't it? So when you know what time your baby sleeps, and especially I think for parents that are working from home, for example, so maybe they've cut their maternity short, so after 3 months, but rather than taking their child to a nanny, childminder or nursery, they've decided to keep the baby at home whilst they work. Trying to do everything, which is fine. But I think rather than putting too much pressure on yourself, if you understand your baby's sleep pattern, you can then say, all right, I need to do work. Baby is sleeping for 2 hours, or they're going to sleep for 2 hours. So I can do the first 2 hours, I do work. The second 2 hours, I would relax. The next, something like that, if you understand your baby's sleep pattern. And sometimes, to be honest with it, from what we've seen here, the babies, even though they're awake, they don't even want to be held or want to be carried. They just want to play.
Sometimes they just want to play and lie there and...
But obviously because they're new and this fresh thing that's just come into the household, parents like, oh, I want to cuddle, or did they need me? But sometimes just leave them to just have fun, and you just relax as well, and just talk to them. I think when you converse with them, when you have a conversation with babies as well, then you can still mentally be relaxed as well, and you're not stressed or anything.
I remember my first one though, I mean, I literally, never slept. He was like an absolute nightmare. And I got one of the baby slings, and I used to walk round, do the housework with him in the baby sling. That's probably why I got backache now. Old age, you can carrying that little heifer lump round. But I used to do, it's probably not very nice, but
he was a
big baby. He was a chunky baby, but I'd do that. So I'd walk round so I could get the housework done. And then when he went asleep, he was quite happy because he was like nestled in. Yeah. And then when he went asleep, not everything was done,
most things
but
were done,
you know, sort of like the week's worth of washing up might get done in one day. Always being quiet, but he was very troublesome baby, I should say. But I like some of the quotes that you had there that we were reading earlier.
Yeah, so one of them says, people who this is so funny. People who say they sleep like a baby usually don't have one.
Yeah, I like that. Well, that's very true.
That's by someone called Leo Burke. And then it says, without enough sleep, we all become tall 2-year-olds by Jojo Jensen. That's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, so, we say because you get grumpy.
Yeah.
You get tired, you get grumpy, you get forgetful, you know, you do.
Yeah.
So.
And you get parents saying, I've got baby brain and stuff like that. That's only because you haven't rested in it, really.
It is true, because you do. It's almost like you just forget everything.
Yeah.
Everything goes out the window.
You need to look after yourself. For you to be good for anybody else, isn't it?
Definitely.
Do you want to close up, Missy?
Yes, so I'd just like to say thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel, and I hope anything that you'd like to talk about, please DM us, and hopefully you'll join us again.
And don't forget to share.
Recommend us to your friends, and if there's anything, even if you'd like to come and join us at social distance next time, that would be nice for some of our parents to join in and to give their perspective. I can't say my words. Thank you. Bye.
And she does look after the children. She does look after your children.
No, I don't. I sit in the office and I do nothing. I get all the good bits. When they come in, I give them lots of cuddles.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.